We're looking at practice clips from minicamps and OTAs. Today, we're going to be looking at the New York Giants and getting a good look at Russell Wilson throw the ball around and work through some drills. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're going to be looking at practice, and training camp is right around the corner. And you want to see what your players are doing, your rookies, your vets, those guys climbing the depth chart, and those guys are getting ready to draft in fantasy football. So if you want to see if your players are climbing the depth chart, it'll be right here. Click that button. Stop missing out. We're looking at Russell Wilson today. I got minute clips and practices. We're going to loop this and keep talking ball like we always do. But he's looking thick. He's looking thick. Right there he is. Right there he is. So much of it. So much of it. And we watched Russell Wilson last year like a hawk in training camp with the Steelers. Him and Justin Fields, like a hawk. He came in for Justin Fields and he had his moments. He came in last year. He could push it downfield. The X factor for the ex-Seattle Seahawk. The X factor here for the Giants is Malik Neighbors. His ability to make plays downfield, his ability to command a large target share and be the alpha, that is going to be great for Russell Wilson. A wide receiver just sling the rock to depend on. Russell Wilson, we're going to see more in training camp. We're going to see him live competition. Joint practices. Pads will be going on. Some pass rush opportunities. See how that's working out. Jalin Hyatt. Talking about him for a short second. He is a training camp warrior. He always looks great in training camp, but it's never to be found in games. That's the thing about him. He can be slick running TikTok routes. He can definitely do that. He can create separation. He's actually great breaking off routes, limited drift. He's very twitched up. We just don't get to see him on the field. I mean, you don't need him now. You got Malik Neighbors, Wan'Dale Robinson, Slayton's still there. Like, when are you going to need him, really? Like, something's going to have to break down. Russell Wilson, though, there he is. There he is for another season suiting up for the G-Men. I think this is a good veteran ad. They drafted Jackson Dart in the first round of this year's draft. They also got Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston's going to take Jackson Dart under his wing. You definitely know that. He tried to do that with Deshaun Watson. He definitely tried to do that when he was there in Cleveland. He's going to try to do that with everybody. That's what Jameis Winston does. He is a good mentor. That's why they had those two quarterbacks in the first place. You knew something was up with the quarterback position in the draft with these Giants. They went Jackson Dart. They did not go Shadur. And honestly, Dart has a lot of upside to his game. He's got some weapons there. He can sling the rock around. He can sling that deep ball with accuracy. He can move a little bit in the pocket. Now, being consistent play-to-play, what we saw in college, game-to-game, play-to-play, we need to button some things up, but you got time now. This is Russell Wilson's show. This is the Russ bus. And you got Jameis Winston after that. He's getting the time to develop. He's learned behind two veteran quarterbacks. Give him a year, maybe even two. Maybe 6 months he's out there. Who knows? But they're going to allow him to develop and learn the system. They're going to take their time with him. They knew that he was a little bit of a project with a lot of upside. They knew that. That's one of the good reasons why you got Russell Wilson here. To smooth that out, get you some good quarterback production, be able to move the ball right now while you're developing Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart's got some promise to him, but he's got to materialize. Like, if that doesn't happen, it ain't going to happen. Like, that's all it is. If he doesn't develop, it ain't going to happen. With what you got right now with Jackson Dart, it ain't going to happen, but he's also got that promise with the arm strength, the ability to push it downfield, what we saw at Ole Miss. Like, there's a lot of upside with them, but the fact is, when he does get his opportunity, you got Malik Neighbors, like we've been saying. You got some good wide receivers. They're building at the running back spot. Tracy, Scattaboo, that should be a good tandem for a long time. You should always have a good tandem built in the league, unless you got like a Saquon Barkley, which is ultra rare. I think with the tandem they got at running back here, I think that's going to surprise you. I think Cam Scattaboo is going to start turning it on. He's good between the tackles. He's nasty in the open field with his ability to read the momentum of the players around him and just hit it the opposite way. And then he can also run through it. He's a very gritty player. He's also good catch the ball in the backfield. Tyrone Tracy's the former wide receiver. He's got good speed. He's twitched up. He's explosive. That could be your home run threat, and he can get a lot of touches as well. You definitely have a run game here with the Giants. So what am I expecting here with the Giants? That is the question here with Russell Wilson. Can he turn things around? I expect Malik Neighbors to eat. I expect him to be the stud. I expect the running backs might be a little bit up and down fantasy-wise for production. I think Russell Wilson will just be a streamer for basic fantasy leagues. If it's 2 QB, you're probably just using them by proxy at that point. It really depends on how you're built, your format, and everything else. But you're probably using them by proxy at that point. That means, like, if you got multiple quarterbacks and he's, like, your fourth best, then you're probably not. But more than likely, basic 2 QB leagues, you're starting 24 to all of them. So, that being said, Russell Wilson is probably going to get some starts in those leagues. 1 QB, you're just watching the progress with this team. You're picking them up off the waiver wire when needed. If it's a juicy matchup, you want to look at those matchups where there's a 50 over-under and the defense can look like it's exploitable. Like, you're probably not going to start them against the Broncos. You're probably not going to start them against the Chiefs. Do not know if they're on the schedule, but you're just not doing it against those tougher upper echelon defenses. Throat's getting a little bit dry doing all these videos. Got things going on, so got to really rack them out. But we're pushing it downfield. There we are. The arm strength of Russell Wilson, pushing it to Malik Neighbors downfield. That's what we're going to see. That's what we're going to see. And people are not worried about Malik Neighbors. He is dealing with some kind of toe issue right now. And we got to see how that affects him in training camp. It sounds like he'll be okay, but it's just limited words coming out from the coaches. So we're paying attention to that. It could be a slow start in training camp, or it'll be out there in training camp. We'll see. We'll see. Like, minicamp and OTAs, it's pretty much a dry run for training camp. It's just limited practice. It's practicing its air. It's just getting the gears greased up, getting the players acclimated to the system and everything else. Make sure the veterans are out there, that they're getting acclimated from the offseason and all that. Honestly, that's just what it is. So if he's out there day one in training camp, we're definitely not worried because he's been good to go. He's been good to go. Now, if he comes back middle of training camp, we'll just watch his play. I will have the clips of Malik Neighbors on here if you're questioning that. I will have the clips of Malik Neighbors. We'll go over his health. But Russell Wilson, looking to cook here for the G-Men in New York. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.